It's just been an ebb and flow. There's been great times in the chamber. There's been some bad times in the chamber. When the chamber membership was not good, the economy was not good, COVID came along, all kinds of things up and down, but the chamber survived them all.
Getting membership drives and getting, so it's wonderful that we're kind of back to the knitting, which is what Michael has done. And that is sustainable.
I love sitting here just thinking about what I've had the opportunity to be part of, because I don't believe that we fully appreciate how special the Arlington Chamber is, what a good thing we've got going here.
But a lot of people over the last 80 years have done a lot of work for the chamber and for our community to succeed at the level that we've done. And we've got a really dynamic and unique community here and population, and we've got a lot of people that make things happen. And the only thing that I would say is be mindful of what's been done for the community in the past and pay it forward for the next generation.
Looking back, I can see the story, and that the Greater Arlington Chamber was very pivotal, a foundational pillar, not just for this community. I mean, even HEB and surrounding areas, which is why it's the Greater Arlington Chamber. It has been pivotal on the business and local community, the economy as a whole.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say one of the biggest things that the chamber was so instrumental in being involved with is helping get the new ballpark built. There was such a groundswell of work done and started by the chamber to help make sure that the business community and the community as a whole would vote yes to bring the ballpark and keep the ballpark in Arlington. So that is a legacy that will be here 20 years from today, and hopefully 20 years beyond that and beyond that.
When I think about the chamber's 80-year legacy, I think about the faces that I see on the wall in the boardroom, and what were they thinking when they were serving in this capacity through the years. And they had dreams and aspirations. They were different for their time, but the one common ground I think they all had connections probably 10 years ahead and 10 years behind. That bond that they made during that period of time was strong.
The entertainment district is a big dream. The people that got criticized for trying to make that happen years ago, because big things take 50 years, and people are impatient. They want it yesterday. So the whole time you're going through the long game, all the naysayers are having a field day until it happens, right?
In so many words, the legacy of the chamber is truly that we champion economic and community prosperity. That's true, that we have done that and we do it, and it makes a tangible difference in the lives of the entire community. And it's really humbling that we can be a part of that, something that makes that big of a difference.
Well, if you think about the next 20 years, it's going to be built on the back of everyone that's served. And so it's not going to be what one person did, it's what a group of people did. It's back to together we serve. And so I think you're going to see a revolution in this country that we've never seen before.
I think the chamber is a great way to have a platform, to have support, and have people that will work for the benefit of your business. And when there's sometimes no place else to turn, the chamber's always there and willing to listen.
The legacy of the chamber is, in my opinion, is what I call just the fabric of the community. It's interwoven in economic development, it's interwoven in small business, it's interwoven in the quality of life. And so I think that the fact that the chamber is such a good partner and a collaborator, the chamber's not always out front, but I can tell you the chamber is always there, and people in this community recognize that. And I think that's the legacy of this chamber, is to partner, is to collaborate, and is to be a leader. And I cannot think of a better way to be able to say, what's the legacy of the chamber, but all of those pieces.
We have been instrumental in doing a lot of really important things in the city of Arlington for the Arlington residents and for the business community as a whole. So it's been very impactful. And I'm sure it will go on for another 80 years the same way that it has been in the past. So I'm very, very proud of our chamber.
Well, I guess that there's so much of Arlington's story that will be left untold because we don't have the time, or there's not really the opportunity. And so it's all out there. People can discover it in many different ways. And so it is hopefully something that people are interested in learning about and knowing about. And say, well, Arlington, how did this happen? And the answer to that question is readily available, and it's in this day of technology and the internet and all the rest, it's discoverable just asking Google the question, and you'll get the answer, and it probably is going to be pretty accurate.
I've been asked many times, what do I see for the future of the chamber, and what do I see for the future of our community? First of all, we are never going to run out of land, so we need to continue to demolish the junk and create land there, because there are so many great businesses that want to move here. Now, I'm not talking about getting rid of all the historical structures, but we got to continue to buy land and create opportunities there so that we can continue to grow, because that drives me crazy for us to say we're landlocked. And if we do that, the opportunities are numerous. And then the entertainment district is just at the beginning. And I really believe that is going to be not just an entertainment district, and we see it already. People are living, working, and playing out there.
I think the one word I would say would be impact. For 80 years, we've had impact in our community and our region, the Greater Arlington Chamber of Commerce. And I look at the wall of the previous chair photos and know a lot about the history. And so many people devoted time, treasures, and talents to make this chamber great, and thus have the impact on the community that we've seen for 80 years. So it's been a pleasure to be a part of that.
I would say that we've continued to grow the chamber, we continue to get good members, and we continue to take it to the next level. And it's participating together to make this community a great place to live, work, and play. And I think that growing the entertainment district and growing downtown have been big catalysts, and the leadership at the city between Mayor Cluck and Mayor Williams, Mayor Green, and now Jim Ross, they have marched together with us in the business community to make this a great place to live, work, and play.
50 years ago, I could have said this without being emotional, but I probably won't be here when they have 100 anniversary. We only get one shot at life. And if you don't have a passion, if you don't have a purpose, you're rudderless. Find out what your passion is and use it and go for it. I found my passion. At 17, I thought the good Lord was calling me to be a mission, to be in ministry. I think he had the wrong number, because 14 years later, I found out I really should be an entrepreneur. And so you don't find your purpose quickly. You find it by digging deep into who you are. None of us are perfect, but we need to find that purpose and use it to help humanity.